Camus said, I see many people die because they judge that life is not worth living. I see others paradoxically getting killed for the ideas or illusions that give them a reason for living. What is called the reason for living is also an excellent reason for dying. I therefore conclude that the meaning of life is the most urgent of questions. So I have to ask, what, Joscha Bach, is the meaning of life? It is an urgent question, according to Camus.
I don't think that there's a single answer to this. Nothing makes sense unless the mind makes it so. So you basically have to project a purpose. And if you zoom out far enough, there's the heat test of the universe and everything is meaningless. Everything is just a blip in between. And the question is, do you find meaning in this blip in between? Do you find meaning in observing squirrels? Do you find meaning in raising children and projecting a multi-generational organism into the future? Do you find meaning in projecting an aesthetic of the world that you like to the future and trying to serve that aesthetic? And if you do, then life has that meaning. And if you don't, then it doesn't.
Is there something you've figured out through your journey with psychedelics about some of the big why questions about life? Like what the heck's the value of love? Why does it suck so much that we die? And for some of us, maybe it's the Russian in me, but it's quite terrifying, the notion of it. Or the biggest why question of them all, which is, what's the meaning of it all?
Well, what I've discovered is that we don't need answers to those questions. That the fact that we can feel happy, that we can love, that we can have moments of happiness, that's enough. Figuring out these big questions, you can get lost in that. And we all can come up with our answers. What's the meaning of life? Why is there life? Why is there consciousness? But I don't know that we need those answers. What we know is that we're social creatures, that other people can make us happy by certain things. We can make other people happy. That one life is enough. So this other part about why is it so tragic that we die?
Yeah,
I don't think it's tragic that we die. So first off, if you believe in this collective unconscious, but we have an impact that lasts. But I think that for me at least, I've been of the view that we should be grateful for death. That death makes life precious. That if we had an infinite amount of time, I'm a bit of a procrastinator about stuff, particularly things that are really, hard to do, and you just don't do it, and then where'd the day go? I was going to do this. So if we had infinite life, we never died. Would life be precious? Would we do anything? I don't think so. So my parents gave. Every Jewish New Year, they would make their New Year's card. And one of the quotes was fantastic. It was just, we have to make up for the brevity of life with the intensity of life.
Oh, man, that is good. So you said the animals are happiest in the wild, and that's where they find meaning. What about us, the human animal? What's the meaning for us, do you think? If you've monitored the life cycle of a lot of living beings, you ever look in the mirror and think why the hell are we humans here?
Thriving, reducing suffering, creating goodness. Those are the things I see in animals' behavior. They're mostly interested in reducing suffering and nurturing, right? Those are the things that I think evolutionarily.
Let me ask you about the meaning. You've brought up why.
Yeah.
The physics of why. What do you think is the meaning of our particular planet's set of existences and the universe in general? The meaning of life.
Yes. Someone once told me as a physicist I'm not allowed to ask why questions, but I don't believe that. So I think what we are is the creative process in the universe, I think. And for me, that's the meaning. The ability to create more possibilities and more things to exist.
What is Dostoevsky has the saying, "Beauty will save the world." What is there a connection between creation and beauty?
I think so.
So is that like, is beauty a correlate of creation?
It might be. I don't know. I mean, why is it, a lot of people have asked these kind of questions, but like, why is it we have such an emotional response to intellectual activity or creativity? And that seems kind of a deep question to me. Like, it seems very intrinsic to what we are. So I do have an interest in the questions I ask because I think they're beautiful and I think the universe is beautiful. And I'm just so deeply fascinated by the fact that I exist at all. And so maybe it's that, that intrinsic feeling of beauty that's in part driving, the physics of creating more things. So they could be deeply related in that way.
What is your answer to this question? I'm sure you have thought about this. In my opinion, there are two kinds of answers to this question. The first answer is that this is an individual decision. The second possible answer is what life is about on a collective level. If life has a purpose, you may want to know it for your own well-being. If evolution or God created life for a purpose, how could you understand it? Life is pretty much like a very advanced multiplayer online battle arena game. If you like it or not, you're playing right now. What are the 3 skills you will choose to max out to win in this game? My 3 skills to max out in our current times would be intelligence, social skills, and imagination. With intelligence, you tend to understand things faster than others. Social skills allow you to get access to other people's skills, since you can't be good at everything. And most important of the 3 is imagination. Imagination, when grounded in reality and updated by your own experiences, allows you to see through lies and make the best guesses about the future. So in today's world, I would choose Homo sapiens sapiens to be my character. The cooperation and competition between humans allowed us to overtake the game of life. When you boil it down, there are only 2 reasons we won: cooperation and technology. And the asset that allows us to still make progress in this world, our brains. The most complex structure we know allows for the next step in the cycle of life. After we became conscious, we became the creators. The complexity of life is understood through intelligence, and imagining something to create more complexity is the goal in the fields of science and art. Either God wants beauty or somebody on this level to talk to.
I need air and place. I need to be outside.
There's a lift. It'll take us to the roof.